First game between Cleff and Kiv, two high-power guys. By the way, let's not forget, we've got some giveaways to do today.
Yes,
we've got
we do.
4 of those Grubhub $25 gift cards to do, so you can get yourself some lunch here with a little matinee Madden action. And then we also have those NFL 100s. We're going to be giving away 4 of those during the stream as well. And we'll show you those NFL 100 selections as well. So guess what? Listen, it may be a Saturday afternoon, Zan, but it's still Friday Night Football. Giveaways for the chat and great Madden action.
Yeah, we'll be having those NFL 100 giveaways. As far as I know, those are in-game, so we'll be giving those away to you guys as well. Last night we gave away, I think, 8 in the Redux players, but we'll be doing the NFL 100 giveaways this afternoon. So it's going to be a great afternoon of Madden action as we watch the depth chart setting up here between Cleff and Kiv. It looks like we'll be watching this from the vantage point of Cleff. He'll be wearing the Eagles uniforms, Kiv rocking those Colts.
Well, NorCal Navy Mike ruined the illusion that we had. Yes, we have been standing here the whole night. We didn't go home. We just sat here, napped a little bit standing up, but you know, we had to be ready for some Saturday afternoon action.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround. You know, got back to the hotel last night, had a nightcap, and then went to bed, came right back here this morning and got ready to go for this tournament. But it's going to be a great Saturday of Madden for you guys. Again, guys, make sure you guys are voting in the chat. This is your choice. This is about you guys in the chat. You guys get to determine who's got next. So, ! Vote in the chat and go and vote for who you want to see get the next game. $250 a rip all afternoon long.
And here's what I love to see. You got Serious Mo. You got Wesley all in the chat putting hashtag vote Mo, hashtag vote West. They're plugging for them. Follow these guys on Twitter. Give them some love on Twitch. And make sure you're voting for your favorite players because they don't get to play unless you vote for them. So we'll be showing those vote results. It does close at the end of the game whenever the tap out comes or the zeros are on the clock. We're done. And that's when the vote will close and we'll know our next matchup.
Yep, the minute the clock strikes 0-0, Rockets in the back will be taking a screenshot of the vote. No votes beyond the screenshot will be allowed, so get your votes in now if you want. As we start off with Kiv in the ball, gun bunch offense, and here goes Andrew Luck down the sideline. He's going to slide for a nice little gain, 18 yards to start off the game. Now, Kiv, he kind of struggled last night in Friday Night Football.
Hashtag K-Max in the chat, plugging. I haven't seen Bugs yet, but True Texas going hashtag Bugs. Looking for the Bugatti.
You know, us as these unbiased broadcasters, we can't sway the vote any one way. But you know, all these players are great. I can't wait to see who gets next. As we started off, Marvin Harrison into the flat. So Luck with an 18-yard scramble and a 14-yard dot. Kiv looking a little bit more comfortable than he did last night against Canes.
By the way, how good does it look having Andrew Luck and Marvin Harrison in Colts uniforms throwing to each other?
Yeah, I thought we left Regs behind. I mean, this looks real, right?
This looks a little different, as that's Johnson with the carry. CJ2K picking up. Well, absolutely nothing. He lost 2 on the play. A little community choice action. Yeah, good answer from Mike. What is Grubhub? It's food delivery in your area. And a big shout out to Grubhub supporting Friday Night Football. As looking over the middle, nowhere to go. Almost was able to hook up, but there are 3 of Cleff's defenders there. Now 3rd and 12, back into the bunch. Andrew Luck at the helm. He's going to come out of the bunch. And
go
spread
double flex action here.
And, well, maybe
Window
not.
dressing.
All right, well, that was fun. It's fun while it lasted. BG fam in the chat saying vote BG. Luck outside of the pocket. Back across the middle. That's Devin Hester. Boy, how good is Devin Hester?
Nice little route combination right there. A little streak, a corner route, backside dig. That is a popular route over the last few weeks, especially since that Patriots Club series. That backside 10-yard dig with the diving catch animation could be very tough if you overuse your hook defender.
Big shout out to Common Sense TV. Continuing the give sub he got from NorCal Navy Mike. First down and 10, and the defense from Cleff stepping up. The current Philadelphia Eagle, Fletcher Cox, with a sack.
Got that power move specialist in the middle of the big dime 1-4-6. That is a popular tactic defensively. Typically, you expect the pressure off the edges with those corners, but it pays to have one of those power move guys that can eat through the middle against those double teams.
I'm surprised he went underneath there. It looked like he might have had the intermediate route. It seemed like Cleff a little in between on defense, but a 3rd and long. For Kiv, first drive of the game, $250 on the line here in our King at the Hill tournament. ! Vote in the chat. You see, guys, just vote. Vote for as many of the players as you want to see face the winner of this game. Back into the bunch. A little more what we're used to. We got a little mouthwash with the regs last night, but this is salary cap as Lucky probably not to get an intentional grounding on that one. Didn't look like he left the pocket.
Yeah, right there. Once again, Fletcher Cox coming through the middle, and you've got the pressure off the edge as well. Could not use the escape artist, and that's going to force Kiv into a long field goal. This is going to be 53, which is about the length that a guy like Boswell has.
It is up, and it is good. 3-0 early. Got to give a big shout-out. Devil Dog with the Tier 1 sub gift to Shorty40. His first gift sub in the channel. Appreciate you showing the love to Muthead. You only have 209 to go to catch up to NorCal Navy Mike, so, get rolling.
We do really appreciate all the subs and gifted subs from you guys. This is an amazing community. You guys show up every single week, whether it's Friday or here on Saturday, to support our cause. Again, guys, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Twitch Prime. Link your Amazon account to your Twitch account. That'll give you one free sub that you can give to any content creator on Twitch. Does not have to be us. Could be one of these guys that are streaming right now for this event, as we are rebroadcasting here live in Huntsville, Alabama.
Serious Mo, he's campaigning right now. He's just a nice guy. Vote for nice guy Mo.
Mo, who's your running mate for 2020?
Mo would be the person that would have no running mate. I nominate myself.
It's the Momo
ticket. The Momo ticket. First time we get to see Cleff on offense out of that gun punch. Dropping back with Andrew Luck, little escape artist outside of the pocket. It's an overthrow. Oh, Paul Amalu had a pick and dropped it.
Yeah, right there, in and out of the hands of Troy P. Fortunate break there for Cleff, as Kiv might have had a pick six the other way. Had Polamalu held on to that, it would have just been one-on-one with Andrew Luck.
K-Mac throwing his hat in the ring, saying, me, the Mo K-Mac ticket. That's a tough ticket right there.
McDuggets in the chat says self-promotion. Come on, man. No, absolutely. We're welcoming that. You guys bring your communities out here to the chat. All the players in the King of the Hill tournament. Make sure you guys bring your communities and have your guys vote for you. That's what this is all about here in the chat. So, yes, self-promotion. Bring it.
That's what it's all about. And big shout-out to the Muthead community showing out. Well over 2,500 of you out there in chat right now. Let your friends know that it may not be Friday, but we've got Friday Night Football here on a Saturday. And tune on in. We'll be with you for the next couple of hours playing through these King of the Hill games. It's a dangerous throw to Tyreek Hill over the middle. Probably lucky that's not picked off. Instead, he picks up 5, cuts to a 4th down and 5.
Yeah, right now you're seeing these players kind of filling each other out. You notice on the first drive there for Cleff, Fletcher Cox really affected him, and it caused him to kind of look check down. You mentioned that he missed a dig over the middle, kind of threw that drag. Right now the players are kind of feeling out the pressure and seeing how much time they really have in the pocket, and then their route combinations will kind of adapt from that.
4th down and 5 for Cleff. We talk about how important this game is. If you lose this, you're not going to play in another game until possibly that final one. So it's important to keep hold on the court. Over the top, what a dot from Andrew Luck to Torrey Holt. Picks up a key 1st down for Cleff.
That Torrey Holt item has been one of the best receivers in MUT all year long. That's a player that you can continuously upgrade. I think here with Series 4, he's going to have the capability to get that playmaker ability as well. We'll see if players are going to pay the cap to use it in salary cap, but that's going to be afforded to you in MUT if you guys have been keeping up with that Torrey Holt item.
And right now, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Zan, these guys are playing with the 925 cap.
Yes, they're playing with the cap that is stocked right now in the mode. I think that they had pulled... We had
950 cap, I guess.
We had pulled the 950 off, I think, until the club series were over, and then I think it returned.
So this is updated 950 cap. We're at 825 for the Final Fours of the clubs, but up to 950 for the tournament next week. Guys, let's roll one of our Grubhub gift card giveaways. It is our keyword giveaway. If you haven't joined us before, it's really easy. All you got to do is type Grubhub in the chat. One word, no spaces. You'll be entered to win $25 in free food from our friends over at Grubhub.
Just want to say thank you to Common Sense NorCal with the gifted sub.
Oh, he's got Hill over the top. We saw this last night in Regs. It's true here in Cap. You got to have help over the top with Hill.
At Rocket Mortgage, we get that a home is more than a house. It's your escape, your fortress, your arena. So we'll be here when you need us, handling house so you can do home. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage lender of esports.
You have to have help over the top with Tyreek Hill, especially on 950 cap. He might have a more powered up Hill than we've seen in salary cap.
Tyreek Hill's a problem in regs and MUT. It's a player that pretty much everyone uses because he is a constant threat to run a skinny post, a fade, a streak, and just beat everyone deep for that one-play score. You see how deadly the bunch offense is when you have that threat. It allows you to really open up underneath with some of those other receivers. Really star-studded offenses when you look at these bunch offenses. Skill position players are deep for these guys.
Mo's going to just straight up dirty tactics. Hashtag VoteMo 1 million coin giveaway if I win.
Oh, jeez.
Going with bribery. We need some. That's election tampering, I think.
Yeah, that's some dirty stuff right there. Illegal donations to the campaign fund, if I've ever seen it.
We need the SEC to take a look. We got to check in as to what's going on. 2nd and 13 for Kiv. Down 7-3. Had a nice run in Friday Night Football last night. Friday Night Football number 45, of course, won by Canes with his defensive performance. And it was Canes 3 games in a row boxing up the bunch.
Canes looked phenomenal last night. That's his coming out party of the year, if you ask me. He's had a slow start to the year, but he looked great against some of the best practitioners in the world of that gun bunch offense. Talking about guys like Kiv, obviously, absolutely shut down that offense. Mo was looking fantastic in that offense last night as well. And Canes really, he ran it himself well, too. So great performance by DNA Canes last night.
Winner of our Grubhub $25 gift card giveaway is ClefftheGod. Congratulations, you got yourself $2,500 in free grub from Grubhub. And guys, make sure you put !perks in the chat. You can see what sort of free food and deals are available in your Grubhub Perks wallet.
Yeah, that's going to be a local code for you guys specific to our Muthead TV chat. So it's going to show you what deals are available. I think we saw a few weeks ago there was some free lava cake and that's going to be an illegal forward pass.
Oh, it's an illegal forward pass, and Deion Jones is going to say it's my ball. I don't care how illegal it is. I'm going the other way. That penalty be declined, and a huge turnover for Cleff with a 7-3 lead.
Cleff looking good. The big score to Tyreek Hill on his first drive, and he gets the turnover on the interception right there, / illegal forward pass, and now Cleff grooving here with 4:11 to go in the first half.
I did not say $2,500. It's $25.
$2,500?
Oh, Devin Hester. All right, see ya.
Devin Hester,
see ya.
You are ridiculous, Jeff Joni.
At Rocket Mortgage.
Kick is up, and it is good. 14-3.
Little Jeff Joniak quote there for those that are Bear fans. That Devin Hester, we did not see him there with the human joystick, but he is still very much the vertical threat that a guy like Tyreek is, coming in with that 95 speed if it's his full MUT 100 item.
A little trouble on the kickoff. Man, how good is Devin Hester? I mean, I'm seeing clips of DeKing running with Devin Hester. I mean, listen, that's like putting the basketball in the hands of LeBron James. You're seeing one of the best use them, but even I can still extrapolate that even I could use a little human joystick action with Devin Hester.
I'm just curious to see if DeKing, if he gets on the field tonight, if he's actually allocating the cap space for the human joystick. That would be a ballsy move by him, in my opinion. But he's going to definitely, if he gets on the field, we'll be seeing the Lamar show.
What a dot from Andrew Luck to Tyreek Hill. Not a lot of room over there on a sideline to fit that bomb in. Down 14-3. This drive's so important for Kiv.
Yeah, Kiv's got to get some forward momentum going here as Cleff with the interception on his last drive and 2 quick scores. You see right now he's doing a really good job of sitting on that levels action. He's got the shallow cross underneath, the deeper cross above that, and he's getting guys that are, I think he's using the 3-receiver hook well to play the drag, and then that allows him to peel back and use that deeper cross. This play wide receiver post is very good, but a lot of players are starting to get that scouting report on it.
Luck driving back on 2nd and long, right up the seam. Why not? Devin Hester one more time, right near that Colts logo at midfield, cuts it to a 3rd and 3.
Nice possession catch, gets down there, avoids the contact with Devin Hester. Again, he doesn't have the elite in traffic skills or even the route running, but, you get that free release, good recognition by Kiv.
3rd and 3, waiting, looking, Luck outside of the pocket. The spy comes at him, but he finds Tyreek Hill is just standing there. Apke can't make the play, and Hill gets it to the 20-yard line. Good downfield vision by young Kiv.
Great user by Cleff, even better patience by Kiv right there. It looked to me like he was kind of faking in between both of those routes. Kiv just stayed really patient, made him commit.
And there goes CJ 2K. Boy, how many times have we seen Chris Johnson do that? He hits the edge, and once he clears that, it is so tough for linebackers to make a play on him.
Looks like the players are settling in right now. Kiv with a little bit of a slow start. We saw it last night. He picked up momentum as the tournament ran on before he ran into Canes. This looks like it could be that back and forth. Every single time we see Cleff on Friday Night Football, or in this case, Saturday Day Football, you've got Cleff in a shootout, and those are some of the most entertaining games you could possibly have.
And Kiv, a pretty good opponent it is 14-10. Reminder, this is a $250 game. Every single one of ours, except for the last one, will be for $250. Exclamation point, vote in the chat. Make sure you pick the players you want to see take on the winner of this first matchup. With that touchdown, man, if Kiv can get a stop here, that's the big one. Is Kiv's now down a stop. He needs to find one.
Here's the beauty of this event. One of these two players, two of the best players in the world, two guys that a lot of players view as top 5 over the last couple of years. One of these guys is staying and somebody else is coming on. So the excitement continues the entire afternoon as we just rotate in a new guy. We figure out who's got next, and it's your choice in the chat. Exclamation point, vote. Let us know who you want to see in the next game.
Richard LEH saying, Zan, love the mustache. Devil Dog saying, Zan, we got to get Boogs to try lava cake.
I'm not sure we can get Boogs to stop eating that acacia tree bark and, what is that? He eats like quinoa bowls with plankton in them. Yeah, that's his thing. But we'll see if we can get him to do a lava cake.
Inaccurate though there for Cleff. I keep wanting to say dub because I see the dub up there. I'm like, that's not dub. That's Cleff right there. 3rd and 8. Big play for Kiv. Flipping the bunch over to the left side. One wide receiver split wide right. That Andrew Luck. Escape artist. I don't know if he has dashing deadeye on that. We saw the incomplete pass on that one, so it might just be dashing deadeye.
So the thing is,
or it might just be escape artist.
You can actually still throw inaccurate passes with dashing deadeye if you're under pressure. You can still take under pressure penalties, but that's where you get the gutsy scrambler ability, which does not allow you to be affected. So the real stack out there, if you can get a player that has gutsy scrambler, dashing deadeye, and escape artist, you're literally going to make every throw on the run with the exception of the cross-body throws.
Our man who made his Friday Night Football debut 2 weeks ago, VTech in the chat. What is going on, man? Good to see you this Saturday afternoon. 3rd down and 8 for Cleff. He's got a full-point lead under the 2-minute warning.
Somebody in the chat just says, I drink Milwaukee's Beast. It's because of the mustache.
Oh, that ball pride-free. And now 4th down and 8. You know Cleff's going for this one.
Yeah, no punters in salary cap. Guys are not spending any cap on that spot. Minimum cap players. We'll definitely see the offense staying out on the field. This is an absolutely huge play for Kiv as he gains momentum here late in the first half.
Serious Mo still posting the vote Mo. Fish comes back at him, says, don't vote Mo. Just like that.
Mudslinging in the political world of Madden.
Exclamation point, vote in the chat to vote. You can vote for as many players as you want. 14-10, 4th down and 8. Cleff dropping back to pass, looking left side, trying to fit it in the tight window, and Torrey Holt with the possession catch, picking up the 1st down for Cleff.
Nice patience right there. Able to fit that over the cloud flat defender in front of the outside third. Dion just unable to get there. Nice possession catch by Torrey Holt. Gets his feet down and gets out of bounds, but did not stop the clock. 1 timeout remaining for Cleff.
Canuck in the chat saying, I take bribes for swing votes. Oh, that's a dangerous pass underneath, and it's picked off by Kiv's defense. He gets the stop he was looking to get back.
Great break on the ball there. Devin Bush, the rookie linebacker, coming down and making a play. Typically not expecting that type of break on the ball from a linebacker. And now Kiv with an opportunity to take this lead. Two timeouts left in 1:26. Cusp of field goal range.
All right, K-Mac with the counter. You know, Mo's been saying, I'm going to give away 1 million coins. K-Mac comes back. Vote K-Mac if you like puppies. I mean, who doesn't like puppies? It's a tough campaign slogan. If a president went up and said, vote for me if you like puppies, he might win the election.
I just wish that we had a competitor named Bobby for a King of the Hill tournament.
Oh, that'd be great.
Just every time they make a bad read, God dang it, Bobby.
14-10. Cleff on top, but Kiv on the drive. Minute 17, trying to get out of the pocket, and he cannot. Who else but Fletcher Cox with his 2nd sack of the day?
This chat is lit tonight. I'm seeing all these guys campaigning. I love it. I love it.
J-Wall in the chat. Wesley in the chat under his moniker of Joe Rice. Serious Mo saying, I like kitties. Oh, he's going with the puppies versus kitties matchup.
I'm a dog guy.
2nd and 12, looking on the sidelines, almost picked off. Prime time, almost took it the other way.
Man, that was a dangerous throw right there. Fortunately for Kiv, Dion unable to get 2 feet in, so he retains possession here. Still 2 timeouts remaining, clock stopped at 41 seconds.
Call me Deutsch in the chat, says I had to vote K-Mac because he's the only streamer saying my name correctly on a regular basis. 3rd and 12. Luck rolling outside. Ball's out. It gets batted backwards. Stays in play. Johnson picks it up, but that's a huge loss to a 4th and 35.
Unreal. Kicks the ball backwards a good 15 to 20 yards, and now he's out of field goal range. So that sack actually saved him 3 points right there.
Kiv's got to be looking up. Kiv's got to be sitting there going, man, I wish the servers were still down because that was bad.
And you know, that cover 3 blitz out of the 1-4-6 is what gave him trouble last night against Canes. You saw right there, I think that was that exact blitz by Cleff. Now Kiv's going to bring out the punt unit.
My man Slammer in the chat. My dudes on the call, Zan and MBL. Glad to have you guys back. Thanks for an awesome weekend so far. You guys are the GOATs. Appreciate it, man. Always appreciate seeing Slammer in the chat. As votes are still being tallied, they will end when this game is over, so get your votes in now. We'll update you on the vote tallies at halftime. This game, though, Kiv got that pick. He got the stop he was looking for. Unfortunately, though, fumble on 3rd down and gives the stop right back. Cleff gives it to Hester, trying to get outside to the 15, to the 17, and out of bounds.
Yeah, these guys that run the West Coast offense, they try to get their wide receivers the football as a ball carrier. Kind of the way that a lot of these guys set their lineups is they're trying to spend as little cap on the running back position as possible because they are throwing every down. So using these package subs, they find ways to get, you know, guys like Tyreek Hill, Devin Hester, the ball into their hands. You see right here, his primary tailback is Ellington.
Luck dropping back on 2nd and 4. Waiting, looking, nowhere to go, and he will take a sack. Loss of 4 on the play. So let that clock keep running. Double Dog asking, Zan and Nick, have you been to the Space and Rocket Center yet?
I have, yeah. Went for the first, I mean, I've been down here close to 60 or 70 times over the years, and I finally went just a few months ago. It is a must-go if you come down here. A lot of people don't know that NASA has a hold down here in Huntsville.
Handoff to Hester, trying to cut up the middle. That's basically what Huntsville is known for. It's a big aerospace city. So you got NASA, you got Boeing down here. Like, if you're into aerospace and the space program, this is a really cool city to be in.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's growing quickly. I'm personally thinking about moving down here next summer from Illinois. So that's, you know, I really enjoy it down here, so much so that my wife and I are considering the move.
Cleff going to punt this one away. Kiv uses all his timeouts to get an opportunity to get the ball back. Clock running down, though. Going to have under 10 seconds. Hester's going to have a chance. Tried to kick it out of bounds. Hester with an opportunity, and with 5 seconds left, Kiv's back in field goal range.
52-yard kick from here. We've seen Boswell make one from 53, so he'll definitely bring out the field goal unit and try to make this a 1-point game heading into halftime.
52-yard attempt from the right hash mark. The kick is up. And with zeros on the clock, it's a 1-point game going into halftime. Let's check in on the vote so far. It is Serious Mo in the lead.
The campaigning is working.
But Boogs right behind K-Mag. What do we got? 84 votes for Serious Mo, 67 for Boogs. It's close, and you have till the end of this game. So if you want to see your favorite player take on the winner of this one, ! Vote in the chat. We'll give you that link. Mo's campaigning, though, is working. He's just a nice guy. Clearly people love Serious Mo.
Only up by 12 votes. There's still plenty of time. You've got a half. If you want one of these players to get next, get those votes in. Looks like it'll be Serious Mo. If the way things are going, he'll have next against the winner of this ball game for $250.
First down and 10. Cleff with the ball to start the second half. He'll look for Holt underneath. Inside the 40-yard line. May get to the 41. They'll call him at the 41. This game back and forth, the defensive stops, couple for each side. Doesn't really feel like any one player has an edge right now.
No, a little bit of sloppy play on both sides of the ball offensively. It might just be better defense and adjusting by both these guys in all actuality. But it's been a great game. Just sitting back, slinging it. So far removed from the 20 carries for 300 yards that we saw in August.
This is the interesting. I was talking, who was I talking to? Might have been Scott Cole. And we were just reminiscing that there's all this talk about 10-cap QBs and running backs, but not a single 10-cap QB got into the final 32 after that first week.
Yeah, I mean, just as the season goes on, the popular run defenses start to trickle down, into even the MUT ranks where it's largely non-competitive. So everyone's starting to figure out how to stop the run, and as a result, guys are going back to their comfort level, this bunch offense, getting their quarterback out on the run and slinging the pill.
Especially with no more nasty streak out at wide receiver. The
Absolutely.
Game changing each and every time. As 2nd and 6, that's Devin Hester taking the carry. How many Devin Hester do you think we're going to see in the final 32 of the clubs?
Oh, plenty. How many of them will have human joystick? Probably none.
Because what they made cap for human joystick was like 125.
Really, really high. Yeah.
Which is a ton for an ability.
But, man, if somebody has the guts to spin that and run a Wildcat offense with it. I mean, we saw Wildcat Devin Hester. K-Mac, in fact, is in our field today. He ran Wildcat Devin Hester like 90% of his snaps 2 weeks ago and went 25-0 in Weekend League. And that's against MUT unlimited teams.
I'm going to give a tip out there. If you're going to try to catch the ball, try using the frontward side of your body as opposed to the back numbers. A lot harder to make that catch. Pure trick shot over there. 3rd and 6. For Cleff up by 1 in field goal range. Into the gun bunch with Andrew Luck. Splits Hill wide left. Dropping back to pass. Only a 3-man rush from Kiv. Waiting, looking over the middle. Looking for Hester. Little possession catch inside the 15-yard line. Just how he drew it up.
That's beautiful window passing right there by Kiv. A lot of players out there would not try to hit that window. It's a timing throw. You have to throw it so that way the ball's coming out right as Hester crosses behind the hook defender. And on top of that, makes the possession catch and gets down to avoid a hit. Just a beautiful read right there by Cleff.
Inside the red zone now for ClefftheGod. Ellington split out wide left, gives it to Hester. He's got the blocks. Oh, you got to stay outside with Devin Hester. Tried to cut it inside and was caught. I think that was Pat Tillman with the tackle. Only picking up 3 on 1st down. See what Cleff decides to do on 2nd and 7. $250 on the line, exclamation point vote. Still open. Make sure you get your selections in and vote for your favorite player. Who got next? Winner stays on.
Just want to make a clarification over something I said last night. It was actually incorrect. Our last game of the day, everyone will be back eligible for the final vote. That will be a $500 game, but the King of the Hill, after our 6th game, will still automatically play for the $500 in Game 7. So let's say Kiv loses, right? He's done for the rest of the day until that 7th game potentially. Then he can come back and still play for $500 again. So just because somebody loses doesn't mean they're done for the day.
That tells you how important this first game is, because you don't want to lose and lose an opportunity at playing in those next. Because these two guys have the chance to win the most money of anybody because they were voted in on Twitter in this first match.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about Cleff. This is a guy who, truthfully, he's earned it. I mean, the 6th-time Friday Night Football champion had his win streak broken at 12 last night, but that is a hell of a run. AntCap gave me an update last night. Friday Night Football, out of the 176 unique competitors all time in 45 Friday Night Footballs, only 40 of the 176 have a record above 500.
Less than 25%.
That's incredible.
Can you imagine if less than 25% of teams in the NFL were above 500?
Talk about parity.
Like, just saying, that's, less than 8 teams in the NFL above 500. We've had 45 Friday Night Football, so there's also been plenty of opportunities for guys to get their records up. And there are plenty of the top players in the Madden community who don't have that 500 record.
Yeah, I mean, guys like Drini, he's in our field today, or I don't know if he still is or not, but he was supposed to play today, and I think his record in Friday Night Football this year is like 1-3. So, it's not easy to show up every Friday and do work. We've always got 32 of like the top 60 players in the world every single week.
They say that showing up is half the battle, but Friday Night Football, playing's a pretty good battle too.
Yeah, it makes all the records that you see. I mean, some of these are insane. I think Joke has got a win rate of nearly 80. Smaller sample size than some of the guys because he's played in fewer FNFs than some of these guys. But to be 80% against the top of the top, the cream of the crop, is like, 80% on ladders is something to be very proud of for MCS. But he's 80% against the best of the best.
4th and 14. Kiv going to go for it, trying to stay in this first $250 game. Looking corner out right side for Marvin Harrison. Great read from Kiv, staying alive.
It's looking like we're shaping up to have a heck of a 4th quarter here as Kiv converts a huge play, and that's going to take us to the 4th. Put your 4s up in the chat. $250 to be decided, and it's Cleff holding on to a 4-point lead. Kiv driving.
Not just $250 on the line, but a spot in game 2 to win another $250. You got to win your first one to hold the court.
I mean, in these guys' minds, this is basically, 7 times $250. I mean, it's about a $1,400 game in their minds because they're not losing the next one or the next one or the next one.
17-13. Game number 1. Well, Saturday afternoon Madden. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Nick, Mazesko, and Zan. Big shout out to Rocket Mortgage for continuing to be a supporter of esports and of Friday Night Football.
Okay, so I got an update. Drini was late for the first round of voting. He will be in the next round of voting. So, again, guys, our voting started early in this one, started it from the top of the show. Our votes will begin at halftime, starting in the second game. So it won't be a full game of voting. It'll just start at halftime.
17-13 the score. Under 4 to go. Let me know who you guys like in this game. It is close. Give me a 1 for Cleff. Give me a 2 for Kiv. Luck. Right side, looking over the top for Tyreek Hill. Did he fit it in there? He did, but Hill could not get the feet in bounds. That could have been huge for Kiv's comeback.
You saw right there, Kiv tried to do a click-on little swerve to give himself a better angle to toe drag, just unable to get that second foot down, but still an amazing read right there by young Kiv.
IB Cuzzo in the chat. Good to see you. Taking off with Luck, taking a hit. So dangerous to take a hit with quarterbacks, especially after this patch. It's going to be a 3rd and 10.
Good defense right there by Cleff, switching it up, a little two-man contain rush, a spy in the middle of the field. After sending some pressure, it's nice to mix it up.
Fletcher Cox, big block in the middle, but nobody's open downfield. Back foot throw.
And that's the one that Luck can't make. It's that cross-body throw. But just wait. That no-look deadeye, I'm assuming is going to be reserved for a Patrick Mahomes. Those are going to be the accurate cross-body throws if and when that day comes.
4th and 10. Do you take 3? Well, you can't really. 56-yard field goal if you haven't spent cap on a kicker.
Hey, that Will Lutz that you were talking about earlier today, the most kick power in the game, but guys don't really allocate that much of their cap to special teams.
Hashtag special teams matter, man. Timeout taken by Kiv, too. Ooh, that may be more interesting than anything else, is that he's only going to have 2 timeouts going forward.
Huge play right here for Cleff. We'll see if he sends everyone or if he's going to go to that drop coverage with a spy that he ran a couple plays ago.
Joke's in the chat. What's going on, Joke? Good to see you, man.
He doesn't like that I just told the community about the crossbody throws.
So, whoa. 4th and 10. Blitz picked up. Luck outside of the pocket. Looking downfield, but he's going to run for the first down. Diving forward and picks it up. A gutsy dive from Andrew Luck.
How reminiscent of last night was that play right there by young Kiv. Last night in the exact same scenario, 4th down, he runs down the right sideline on 4th and 13, and he slides, but he started to slide too early, and it ended up being a wrong spot and turned over on downs. Tonight, he gets the first down.
The headlong dive. Oh, they're going to give him grounding on that one. Boy, I've seen a grounding in this game that I thought was a grounding and didn't get called. That one, I thought he got outside the pocket.
Yeah, I just watched the replay, and he was near the numbers when he let go of that ball, and they still called it. So, I mean, hey, maybe
replacement refs.
Hey, maybe that's just the regular NFL refs on the field right now.
We don't know what pass interference is. We don't know what intentional grounding is. Throw the rules out the window. Who cares? Yeah, there is no bracket tonight, guys. It's just winner stays on. And then who he plays will be determined by how you guys vote. So exclamation point vote in the chat is a big 2nd down pickup. Get it to a 3rd and 10.
Nice to get a chunk of that back right here, make it 3rd down and manageable. You don't even have to get 10 here. Just make it, 4th and short. Kiv's in a spot where he's got the field goal in the bag if he doesn't take a sack right here. But as the clock ticks, he needs to get a first down.
Ooh, wheel route to Hester. He spins off a tackle and picks up a first down. How about Kiv finding Hester in the flat? 2-minute warning. Kiv's in business inside the red zone.
He's ridiculous. When he gets the ball in his hands, he just does things. Devin Hester, that NFL 100 item, if you don't have him on your MUT team, you need to go get him right now. That's him without his ability, that human joystick. He's unreal in salary cap, too.
See, 94 speed, 93 excel. Just one of the most athletic players we've ever seen. And again, he's remembered as a punt returner, but man, he was a good wide receiver as well. It's just he made so many unbelievable plays in special teams.
Yeah, just one of the most dynamic kick return men of all time. When the Bears asked him to play some receiver, he put on 15 pounds and became a little bit less agile, I would say, but he was still dynamic with the ball in his hands. But man, I can't help but wish as a Bears fan that he never made that switch to receiver.
If you're Kiv, are you making this the last drive of the game? Is that your goal?
He's got 3 timeouts, so I think you got to take your points as they come. I'm not in a spot right here where I'm thinking I've got to pick up 9 yards and start clocking this. Just run your offense and see what happens.
Zemo in the chat saying, I love this format. Kiv not loving what just happened there. Luck takes the sack back to a 3rd and 17. And this is where we've seen bunch players struggle inside the red zone.
Yeah, the West Coast playbook, a lot of guys like to go to the far tight slots formation, that fullback dive up the middle. But right here on 3rd and 17, clearly not an option in the red zone.
OG Primetime is saying he's a good receiver in the game.
Yeah, in the game he is. In real life, he was, I think he's fairly rated. I mean, he's got ratings in the low to mid 80s as far as route running.
Route running, right. But I mean, in the game, he's not just a punt returner. He is a. You can put him at halfback at special teams, looking back at the end zone. Oh, it's picked off by who else but Mud legend Troy Apke making the play for Cleff and perhaps sealing him a spot in the next round.
At what point do we start talking about Troy Apke in the same sentences as some of the other great all-time budget style Madden great safeties, guys like Taylor Mays, guys like Pat Watkins? Troy Apke continues to make plays year after year at a very fair cap value for these players.
And now, look at that. Kiv took that timeout early in the 3rd quarter. He wishes he had it now. 17-13 Cleff on top. Hands it to Hester. $250 on the line. Kiv will use the 2nd timeout.
Yeah, right here, Kiv's got to get this stop here and now. Only 1 timeout remaining. Cleff, 7 yards away from $250 and staying on the field and taking on the guy that you guys are going to decide has next. Still got a minute 18 to get your votes in, guys. Exclamation point vote in the chat.
No timeouts left for Kiv. If Cleff picks up a 1st down and Kiv taps out, though, we're done.
Yeah, the minute that we see the game hit 0-0 or the minute that we see your opponent has left the match message, screenshot of the vote is final. Results are final at that point. So keep that in mind, guys. Get your votes in right now.
Exclamation point vote in the chat. OG Primetime saying, Nick and Zan the Goats, thanks for the entertainment last night. Made a bad to a positive. Well,
hey, that's what we're here for, man. You guys as the community is what makes this a positive. We show up every week. You guys show up, support, and we get to do cool stuff like this.
No.
We got a huge 4th down and 2 for the ball game right here.
Dual sports. There's no points, no T-shirt giveaway today. So don't worry about that.
4th down and 2, and is he setting the punt unit up
Looks
right
like
here?
he's setting the punt unit. Might we see a fake? Come on. We saw a fake in the final in the clubs.
Did he sub number 84 in at the up back?
Yep. He's going to take this down and take a timeout.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys are doing in the chat.
Here.
Give me a 1 in the chat if you're going for it here on 4th and 2. Give me a 2 if you're punting. Give me a 3 if you're pulling out the old fake punt.
Man, this is a tough decision. With Kiv having no timeouts and needing a touchdown, I think the punt is the move here for Cleff.
Trust your defense. Looks like what he's doing.
Oh, what a kick, too. He's going to keep it out of Hester's hands with the game on the line. Great punt by Cleff. We talk about these guys never punting. I mean, when they need to, though, they show that they've got the ability to make these clutch punts and keep the ball, that coffin corner, on the sideline.
Got a couple 1s. It's a good mix. Couple 3s thrown in there. Well, Kiv has no timeouts out of that bunch. Can he make a miracle comeback to stay alive in the King of the Hill? Looking over the top for a Hill. Oh, who else but Troy Apke off the tip? GG's in the chat. Apke the MVP for ClefftheGod.
Still got time. Wait for it. We're getting the screenshot. As soon as this message pops up, you've got maybe 2 or 3 more seconds to get your votes in, and we're going to find out who's got next. We'll see if we get that screenshot coming in here. We're going to find out here shortly.
Stays on. How about Troy Apke? And he is going to take on Serious Mo.
There it is. He edges out Boogs by 7 votes. Serious Mo will have next. That's going to be a hell of a matchup between Cleff and Mo. Mo played some really good Madden last night.
Yeah, so Cleff puts $250 in his pocket, stays on the court. He'll take on Serious Mo. Give me some early ideas of what that matchup looks like.
If it's anything like last night, it's going to be bunch versus bunch. And, I mean, that's what we're here for, right? You guys all said for the first 5 months of the year, all it is running. We're slinging the pill today on Friday Night Football, Saturday, King of the Hill edition.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So when we come back from break, Cleff and Mo. Mo, of course, won the only belt so far given out this year. Cleff still looking for his first, but he's having quite a Friday night, winning 6 Friday Night Football titles. It's going to be a great matchup. We got more NFL 100 giveaways. We got Grubhub giveaways. There's so much to stick around for. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.